So here's the story for the people who haven't been paying attention. Johnny Depp claims that he had a big argument with Amber and he left their marital house and he went someplace else. And that when he came home the next morning, there was poop in the marital bed, that the maid actually found poop in the marital bed, and that it was Amber who left it there, Amber and her friend. And he presented testimony in his case from the limo driver who drove Amber and the friend the next morning to Coachella, where she took a bunch of mushrooms and drugs. This is her life, okay? This is this woman who's like, poor me. Okay, fine.
You have no idea how Hollywood this whole thing is.
It's horrific. I don't want to be friends with these people at all. I'm on the right coast. There's no bad people here. Anyway, so the driver who had Amber in the car testified he heard them admit it. So Amber takes the stand, and here's what she said. This is soundbite 11.
She had eaten Johnny's weed when she was a puppy and had
her dog
bowel control issues for her entire life, among some other issues. She was, we regularly had to take her to the vet to try to figure out, well, what was wrong with this dog. Never met a dog that was quite like this. So she had some control issues, hence why she liked to burrow in the bed. She liked to be in the, by the foot of the bed underneath the covers. And it was customary that they slept in bed with us, but Boo, having the issues she had, we have to leave her in bed so that she wouldn't be encouraged to go to the bathroom, which would happen almost immediately once you put her down on the floor. And sometimes it happened in bed too. But yeah.
Did you commit any kind of prank?
Absolutely not. Okay. Absolutely not.
And why would that not be something you would do?
First of all, I don't think that's funny. I don't know what a grown woman does. I was not also in a pranking mood. My life was falling apart. I was at a crossroads in my life that was really serious, and I had just been attacked on my 30th birthday by my violent husband with whom I was desperately in love and knew I needed to leave. It was not really a jovial time, and I don't think that's funny, period. That's disgusting.
Okay, but here's the limo driver. But get it, Mark? Here's the limo driver.
I've been following this. Canadian Debbie's really onto something here.
Soundbite 12.
And did you have any discussions with Miss Heard on the way to Coachella that evening?
We had a conversation pertaining to the surprise she left in the boss's bed prior to leaving the apartment.
And when you refer to the surprise in the boss's bed, what are you referring to?
The defecation.
And what did Miss Heard say about the defecation in Mr. Depp's bed?
A horrible practical joke gone wrong.
You know why that's so bad is because, and this is another thing that you've got to, at certain points, I always say there are going to always be, I don't care what case it is, there's always bad facts for you. They're just, so deal with the bad facts. Don't run away from them. Just deal with them. And that's not one way to deal with them. And the reason why is because this presumably, unless you did some damage to this witness and showed he had an axe to grind, a bias, or some reason that he wasn't being truthful, this is presumably a third party with no dog in this fight, pun intended. And why do you get into this burrowing of Bo, or the Bo burrowing?
The little dog. Boo, not Bo.
Maybe Boo. I'm sorry. I was the colloquial Bo. I used to have a Bo, but why? I don't understand it. It's not a make or break fact. It's a bad fact. I agree, but you don't need to go to the point where somebody will then argue from the jury instructions that somebody who was materially false on one thing should be disbelieved on everything. That's
falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. You'll get an instruction to that. Like if you lied on one, you could be adjudged a liar on all. And now we are going to show the poop, because this is the poop that was found in the bed that she's now claiming the tiny little dog did. I think it's a Yorkshire Terrier. It's a human.
By the way, is Boo or Bo?
It's Boo. Boo is, and it's a big poop, and it's not a little dog poop. It's toward the end of the bed too. Because like Boo, I guess
that's where Boo burrows, I guess.
It's Boo burrows. And
now you're like I'm going to cross-examine you on your the
poop
foundation
knowledge?
for you to be a poopologist.
You know what? I'm going to get my son Thatcher out here, and he will spend all day discussing poop with you because he's 8, and that's his that's his wheelhouse. Anyway, okay, so that's lie number 1 in my view. Okay, here's the second thing. Let's get into it because there's testimony that she's been hurt by him, that he's attacked her repeatedly. And what Johnny Depp's attorneys are trying to do is show pictures of her right after the events at public events, looking fabulous and kind of pressing her on, you had a broken nose here? Where's your broken nose? This is soundbite 13 on right after he allegedly attacked her the night before and broke her nose. Watch.
This is a picture of you and Mr. Depp at the event the night after Mr. Depp allegedly whacked you in the face so hard you thought he had broken your nose.
He did whack me in the face, and I did think it broke my nose.
And this is you the night after.
Yes, it is.
And just to confirm now that the jury can see it, this is a picture of you at the same event the night after Mr. Depp allegedly whacked you in the face so hard you thought he broke your nose.
This is a picture of me after he did whack me in the face.
The night after, right?
Yes, it is. I believe it was the night after, yes.
Your nose doesn't appear to be injured in any of these pictures, does it, Miss Heard?
I'm wearing makeup.
Your nose doesn't appear to be injured in any of these pictures, does it, Miss Heard?
That's why I'm wearing makeup.
Right. And makeup covers up swelling, right?
Makeup will not cover up swelling. Ice will, though.
Ice will cover up swelling?
Ice reduces swelling. Normally the swelling after that kind of injury is not as bad as you might imagine. And for me, it wasn't that bad. I have a picture of it underneath the makeup. That's how I know how to reference it.
A picture you haven't produced or shown
did.
to this jury, right, Miss Heard?
I produced everything.
But you haven't shown it to this jury.
I would very much like to. It's not my job.
You know, you get points for the Depp side wanting to go here. I understand that. But going back to what my point is, for somebody who's in Amber's kind of camp, if you will, they're going to say, are you kidding me? You can do amazing things with makeup. You can make people look disfigured. You can make them look tremendous, blah, blah, blah. There was the ability there to have done some damage. I thought it landed without much damage to Amber on that.
Here's what I thought was problematic for Amber on that. If she had said, and that's right after you broke your nose, if Amber had said, yeah, I put ice on it to get rid of the swelling, and then the makeup artist came in, that would have been better. But yeah, it was makeup. And the lawyer got her. Makeup hides swelling. And she's like, oh, no, ice does. Now it's ice. No, because let me tell you, as a public figure, you break your nose, you're very conscious of it, and you're very conscious of how you're going to attack it. Because this happened to me. I did yoga when I was off between NBC and now. And my friend's like, Meg, get off the couch. Come on, let's go do some yoga. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So we went to the yoga studio. I'd never done yoga, Mark. And I decided to try the little, what's it called? It's like you're in a tripod. What's it called, Abby? Where you go? No, not downward dog. Okay. No, not tree. It's called, oh shit, I can't remember. You can see I'm not a big yoga official. Crow. I tried crow. Steve Krakauer for the win. And I was like, I can do this. Bam. Down on my nose I went. You felt it crunch. Blood started coming out. Meanwhile, the backstory of this, the woman was like, is there anybody new? I'm like, oh crap, me. What's your name? It's Megyn. Megyn? Well, Megyn. Megyn? Oh God, stop calling attention to me. And then I fucking broke my nose. So it was very humiliating. Believe me, I remember everything about it. And the nose was swollen, and you do bring it down with ice. And if you had ever asked me, what'd you do? I would have said I put ice on it, and then it was fine. I didn't actually even do anything because it looked fine. It didn't look out of joint or anything like that. Anyway, you remember.
Did you use makeup?
No, I didn't use makeup, but I did use ice because it swelled. So ice brought down the swelling. This episode of The Megyn Kelly Show is sponsored by the Claremont Review of Books, a quarterly journal of original essays and book reviews that the smartest conservatives in America read from cover to cover. Widely regarded as the intellectual nerve center of the conservative world, the Claremont Review of Books is one of the only places where important new books and ideas are treated seriously and in depth by reviewers who know what they're talking about, many of whom you'll recognize because you've heard them here on this show. Victor Davis Hanson, Sarab Amari, Heather McDonald, John Daniel Davidson, I could go on. You can get a sampling of the exceptional content they publish along with a special offer at ClaremontReviewOfBooks.com/MK. Listeners of the MK Show will receive a free bonus issue of the publication by signing up for a 1-year subscription. That's 5 issues for the price of 4. It's just $19.95. If you love great writing and thoughtful insights on everything from politics to history, philosophy and music, art, sports, and on it goes, then sign up to start receiving the best read for the most well-read today at ClaremontReviewOfBooks.com/MK. That's CLAREMONT, ClaremontReviewOfBooks.com/MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.